24-hour laundrette in Mile End smells of washing powder. It can't smell of anything else. It reminds me of resting my head on your chest. It reminds me of being held. People have made their marks on the wooden benches with felt tips and permanent markers. Fuck the fear, it says. Fuck everything and run. You always used to tell me I was the strongest one. I work in a pub where the men refer to the loves of their lives as the wife. Where Thursday nights see city boys in artificial light drinking lager like a rite and chasing skirt like it's their life's work. And Terry, he took an early retirement, told me he was sick of fighting other people's battles. He always leaves his tips in coppers, and as he sips, bravado ebbs away and shudders all come to nothing. He told me once that he was lonely, amongst the midweek broken hearts all drowning in a wine glass, and then there's Jack, in his flat cap, sturdy as my dad's toolbox, wrinkles like a crackling radio with a smile stuck somewhere between the night and the morning. He tells me about the war, like he hasn't told me 50 times before, and I'm not even sure he fought, but that's not the point. He has half a pear cider, and each time I tell him I like his trainers, he says thanks. They're from Watney Market, and he calls me mate with all the tenderness of a Sunday. And I remember you in that moment, gently smoking by the kitchen door. The green behind the hazel of your eyes, how your front teeth weren't a perfect line, so you had this crooked smile just like mine, and all our arguments confident from Sunday night wine, all our times. Jack says sometimes he can see the pain behind my eyes, but I just smile and say, half a cider? He says, yes mate, you'll be fine. He asked me if I believe that those you've lost watch over you. I told him I had to. And though he told me once he thought that God is dead, I swear I once saw him cross himself, emboss his name upon his chest, his own inexplicable paradox or just uncertainty at best. And what about love, he said. What love? So I told him that my grandmother's wedding ring was so eroded by time and it got so thin that it had to be replaced, but that I don't even know if that type of love exists. I saw the kindness in his face, and he said I should give it a try. But right now, for me, love is knock and run in a cul-de-sac and sunburn on the soles of your feet, neat whiskey with no water, and admitting defeat. He says, pain means you're not made of stone. I said, I know. He says, my heart is still beating under all of this mess. His eyes were like lovers in separate beds, desperate heads in hands, or the boy too close to the edge just searching for a rest. And he squeezed my hand. Never give up, he said. Turned on his heel and he left. Empty half-pint glass on the bar ledge, and me left only with a half smile. Back here in the laundrette, the tumble dryer stops spinning, but I don't notice for a while. Thank you.